Hey, I'm Colonel Garuda, and today we're going to take a look at the Master of the Universe Origins Mossman. As you can see, this is not your typical Origins packaging. It's a collector's edition packaging. It even says the bottom collector's edition. And it's got this really beautiful packaging of a Force-like environment. And of course, it says Modern Posing Retro Play. H6 it up, and it got this really awesome artwork of Mossman, kind of looking like an ape there with a mace. And you can see in the background the towers of the Eternia playset. Got some tree with a face. It doesn't look very happy for some reason. You got some creature just looking at his ass. That's just weird. On the side, you got what looks like some kind of dinosaur, which supposedly this was a scrap playset Mattel made for the vintage line. That never made through. But that's kind of interesting. I wonder if we'll get that in Mattel Creations in the future. On the other side, you just got some plants and rocks. On the bottom, not much else. And then at the back, you got this really beautiful artwork of Mossman all geared up about to fight some snake men. And that's just really, really awesome just to look at. It's very pretty to look at, very colorful and striking. I would love if Mattel would just sell artwork of just the artwork that they use for the Origins line, because I could love to use this, like hang this on a wall or something. I just think it makes such great wallpaper. Like, I'd love to do that with Castle Grayskull as well, and the upcoming Snake Mountain too, which I did pre-order. I'm really excited for. And for some reason I noticed that it doesn't say Origins on here, it just says Masters of the Universe. I find that a little interesting. And that's basically it. Oh, also, this set is a Walmart exclusive that I recently picked up, and it was a whopping $40. Yeah, this was not an easy decision to make when you purchase this guy, but this is a collector's edition, and he smells like pine, apparently, according to the packaging, and this is how the vintage figure was, too. I'm pretty excited, and to crank up the price, I should say, to make up for the price, they included a bunch of accessories, and they made them all flocky. They flocked them up with all the screen stuff to make them look all mossy, and that looks really cool. And he has a little mini comic in the back there too. So now let's take a break, open him up, and let's see how awesome he truly is. And here we have Mossman out of the packaging, and right away, this is a very nice and unique figure. The flock makes him really soft and obviously very mossy, and that's the whole point and motif of the figure. And one thing to point out is that all the joints have been flocked up, and I don't know how long it's going to last. Like, obviously you can see the joint right there, but everything's been flocked down here, unlike the Classics Master Universe Mossman, which didn't have flock around the joints. And apparently Mattel at the time wanted to do that so they can preserve joints, but for some reason they went all out on this figure, so I do not know how long this figure is going to last. And because of that, I don't know how often I'm going to mess with this figure, but he is still quite posable, and he just looks really cool. And just real quick for articulation, he's got a ball joint at the head, the arms can rotate 360, can go out that far, you got the bend at the elbow, you got a bicep swivel, and you got the hands which are on a joint, you got a waist swivel, legs can spread out that far, you got a bend at the knee, you can do a thigh swivel, and you got some more movement at the leg. Actually, hold on, yes, I think these are ball joints. Yes, it's been a while since I messed with a Master Universe Origins figure. And you got a ankle pivot and some joints at the ankles, which is really nice. So overall, this guy's pretty cool. And this is a retool of the Beastman figure from Origins, and so was the vintage figure when they released this back in the day. And I think this works a little bit better for Mossman. I don't know why, even though it's pretty much a very similar figure. Something about it, I think this just suits Mossman a little bit better. But they both look really cool. But I don't have the Beastman figure. I missed out on that figure back in the day. But I heard they are releasing a Filmation accurate version of Beastman, so if I do see that, I may pick that up. Something to look forward to. And of course, Mossman, he is in his underwear, kind of like He-Man's little underwear pants thing, and that's pretty cool. Now, he did come with a lot of accessories. For starters, he comes with this repaint of the Lords of Power Beastman head, but it's all painted green, and it looks like an orc or something, like he's roaring. Looks pretty badass, but it doesn't really fit Mossman very well. I did not pick up Lords of Power Beastman either, because, I don't know, this didn't look like Beastman to me. Anyway, you can just pop off his head. It's gotta be careful. That was a little scary. Oh my gosh, a little bit of stuff on his ball joint. That's not good. Anyway, you just pop this on. A little tight. I don't know if I can get on properly. There we go. No? Oh, okay. A little scary, but I'm sure with enough force, just get it back on. Alright, there we go. And he looks quite ferocious. I might have nightmares now. You also have some armor attachments, starting with this piece. I like how this is a little bit detailed and like has a charred look to it here in the middle here. And you got a little strap you can remove. You just put it over him like this. I'm probably gonna change the head later. And you just put this through. Might be a little tricky to do on camera. This is the first time I'm messing with the figure, by the way. Alright, it's not so bad. Okay, you got that going on. And then you got these little additional armor bits, which you can put on his arms, obviously. So let's do that. Let's just gear him up. Let's see it. There are no instructions, so I'm just doing it instead of my own gut, but I just saw it based on the image I saw on the back. I'm sure it's quite straightforward. I don't think this really needs instructions, but still pretty cool nonetheless. He's already looking quite ferocious already. He almost looks like the orcs from Lord of the Rings, but all green. Alright, there's the other armband. Alright, just get this one on here. And I do apologize for not really reviewing too many of these Origins figures, because the distribution is really bad on these figures. Even after like the pandemic and everything, like the distribution is still bad on these figures, and like I hardly ever find these figures in stores. And by the time I do find them, everyone's already reviewed them months ago, and that's always frustrating. But here I am with Mossman. But anyway, moving on. We also get this nice long curved mace. Oh, zoomed in by accident. I'm sorry. Got this mace. It was like a ball and chain. I'm not an expert on the weapons. I think this is supposed to be a mace, or is this supposed to be a mace? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you know. I thought this weapon was a mace, or maybe they're both maces, or it was like a flail and a ball and chain type weapon. But anyway, he can hold the weapon like so, and he's got an alternate hand. Let's get this hand out, and we just get this one on. It's a little hard to do, and a little scary. I don't want to wear out the flock. That'd be annoying. And you just get the other weapon. Oh, the hand came off. No good. Just push it in. Now, Mossman is ready for battle, but I'm going to just swap this head out because I don't like it as much as the original head. Alright, let's just get this one on. There we go. That looks way better, in my opinion. But which head do you prefer? Let me know in the comments down below. So there you go. You got Mossman armed to the teeth and ready to fight Skeletor, his minions, Hordak, and the Snake Men, or whoever he may challenge. Who may challenge Mossman. And I think this figure is just really impressive. The only complaint I have overall is that the flock could potentially wear out over time. As long as you're careful, I don't think it'll happen too much. But I still like to mess around with my figures, and sometimes I even play with them every once in a while because they're just really fun figures, but that's just me. And as the packaging suggested, this figure does have the pine smell. Now, the pine smell isn't very strong, but if you bring it to your nose, you'll definitely smell the pine smell, and it's just really awesome. And it just enhances the figure even more. It has a premium feel to it. However, whether if this is really worth $40 is up to you. He does come with a lot of accessories, so it does feel like a extra premium figure in a way. But he is still part of the Origins line, and $40 is still very expensive. So if you want this figure and you really want Mossman, I'd say pick him up because this figure is blown up on the internet. And a lot of people going crazy over Mossman. And if you do find him, I'd say pick him up if you're interested. But if you're on a budget and you're just only collecting a few figures, you may not want to get this guy. And last but not least, here is the included mini comic. I'm not going to open up and spoil anything, but it was a fun, quick read. But I'm not really a fan of the Origins mini comics because they just include the same comic with every figure in the wave, and each wave is the same comic. And I find that very underwhelming compared to what they did in the past. But it's still cool they're doing it at all. I guess it does increase the value a little bit, but the same comic over and over again is kind of underwhelming in my opinion, but still cool that we have this one. I guess this is an exclusive for Mossman, but I could be wrong, but it's still really cool nonetheless. So there you have my review on Origins Mossman. What do you think of this figure? Did you have the vintage version? Do you plan on picking this figure up? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side.